Harris is checked in.
And Rondo has said he'd like to be a coach when his playing days are done, despite his dust-ups with former coach Doc Rivers. He says he studied his ways and learned a lot from him. Definitely a lot of respect for him.
And he gets it to go.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And Rondo had said that his knee injury has made him humbler and certainly more appreciative of the NBA and his God-given gifts and not skipping steps in his approach now to the game.
Yeah, but he did skip a flight with the Celtics last season. He stayed in L.A. to celebrate his birthday. That's not exactly how you want to go about your work.
And Boston has possession. The Magic getting the bucket. The drive by Green. That's good. Green's got 8 points. Magic leading by 20. Payton right side. Rondo with the steal. Green dishes to Smart. Rondo against Payton. Here's Sullinger, and another basket for Boston.
He's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Left side, Harris. There's the dish to Vucevic. Boss, guarded by Green. And Harris wide open. He shoots. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And it was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Smart misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question. And that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead. Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Magic.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And they're attacking the gaps in the defense with their quick, aggressive drives into the paint area.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Orlando. Ridnour has come in for Payton.
Well, Rajon Rondo still in a Celtics uniform, and that didn't seem like a foregone conclusion over the last season. Boston in the midst of a complete rebuild, and Rondo already in the prime of his career, so a lot of discussion about a possible trade.
You look at Rondo and you get the sense that perhaps he covets a chance to lead the Celtics as the team's undisputed franchise player. That's a mantle he's not quite carried in his career. He said he'd love to have another 10 years in Boston.
He's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Pass with a screen for Rondo. In the corner, Wallace with it. Misses off the right iron. And for the Celtics, hard to give up an elite player like Rondo.
Well, Brad Stevens called him their clear-cut best player and the leader of this team. And, Rondo has a chance to put himself in that echelon if he sticks around Boston in terms of being one of the all-time great Celtics.
Here's Rondo following the bucket by Orlando. Bass passes to Zeller. Clock at 6. Rondo kicks to Zeller. Shot is blocked.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
Now, here's Ridnour. He's got 8. Here's Vucevic. That's good. Vucevic has got 9 points.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Here's Rondo. 10 points for him. Smart kicks to Wallace. Dishes it to Smart. Looking to end the run. Boston, no good that time either.
And you can feel the momentum swinging. They needed that shot badly.
Steve, I sense some frustration here. It seems like they're getting a little frustrated. It's understandable because they've given up this big run.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. When former college coach Brad Stevens came in to coach the Boston Celtics, some worried that he'd have a tough time winning over headstrong point guard Rajon Rondo. But the two hit it off. Rondo said they become best friends, adding, "We talk every day. We laugh and joke. He has my full support. I'm behind him 100%. Kevin?
Rondo keeping an open mind and making himself accountable to Stevens' vision, Doris. Thanks. The kick out to Oladipo. Out to the right wing. Here's Harris. Bank shot. No good.
Really high-quality shot there. Just a little off with his release.
That miss right there will definitely leave him shaking his head.
And it's Rondo penetrating. Here's Zeller, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. And it's 6 points for Tyler Zeller.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one for a teammate.
Now, here's Ridnour. He's got 11. Pass to Vucevic. Lays it up and banks it in. Vucevic has got 11.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Pulls up, high post. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Magic out in front, just dominating this one. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And now we present our State Farm assist of the game with 5. Some changes for Boston. Brandon Bass is checked in for Vitor Favorani. Smart comes in for Wallace. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Phil Presson. Harkless and Nicholson fill up the forward slots. Ridnour out there with Ben Gordon. And it's O'Quinn in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Gordon on target from 13 feet.
Despite his ineffectiveness, the team has found other scoring options, which you have to have when one of your main guys is struggling.
Wallace is checked in for Orlando. Wallace is checked in for Boston. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Rondo dishes to Zeller. Back to Rondo. Passes it to Bass. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 9 assists in the game. Great passer.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
This will be an important win for them. They've lost the first 2 games of the year to this team, so they're no longer in danger of being swept when they meet the 4th time.
And Steve, you better believe that's important. It's one thing to lose both games of an interconference series. It's a whole different story losing all 4 games to a team from your own conference.
Beyond the actual result of this game, I think fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Boss. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was just going to drop in, and nobody was surprised.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Inside, Harkless the pass to O'Quinn. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Gordon. Launches it. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
And so it's Orlando taking this one. Welcome, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana. It's the home of the Pacers, where we will be broadcasting today's action live. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Just off a road trip, the Pacers are back at home. 6 games off the lead. They're most definitely in the thick of things.
Well, I tell you what, this building has really been tough to beat this team in. They really play their best basketball when they're at home. Not surprising, but it certainly makes them a difficult team to beat when they're on their home court.
And they know that better than anybody, Clark, so that could give them some extra motivation here tonight. Give them that extra bit of confidence, knowing that they're going to be home for a while.
A look at the Magic starting group. Boss in at small forward. Brian Vucevic are the power forward and center. Rittenauer out there with Evan Fournier.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy. He typically may not contribute a lot, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have the ability to.
Passes to Boss. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
Oh, man!
Oh, rim shaker. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned.